Hello out there in TV land. This is your boy Jamal, J Croy, J Skeezy, J Sneezy, J Easy, whatever people call me. Um, I don't typically do reviews, but I felt compelled and distressed and distraught to do one for the R&B Divas season 3 of LA um, reunion that just came on last night, and I I just there's so much going on, just so much going on that's just so out of character and just ridiculous and unnecessary. Let's just get right into it. Of course, a lot of mudslinging, a lot of foolishness, a lot of cattiness, and a lot of pettiness, and a lot of ridiculousness, and just a lot of ness going on over there. Now, I look at one side of the couch and I feel like singing, I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. And I'm definitely not scared of Leroy James, Lil Joe, and Stacy Frankenstein. I mean, I just look over there and I'm just like, this reunion kind of felt like an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know how this particular season of Atlanta Housewives, you have the pretty people on one side and the petty people on the other side. Well, that's what just happened with R&B Divas LA at the reunion. It's just so unnecessary and it's just so foolish and it's just so silly. So let's just talk about how Shantae is treated. Now, I don't know what happened last season for everybody to hate Shantae, and I was pretty sure that it went away for the first part of this particular season, season 3, but apparently something happened for it to come right on back. Now, Leela James had her piece where she talked about what really, really ticked her off was when Shantae Moore asked for 1% of the royalties from, or 1% of the proceeds from the charity event that, and the song that they were doing this year for cancer. Now, is it just me, or was I the only one that watched that clip where Shantae said, if we write the song and if we did do the singing, we should be able to get 1%. Nowhere in there did she say we. Even Lil Mo, when she first brought it up in the studio, was the one that said, Shantae is the one that said we should get 1%. Now, if Lil Mo, your bitter enemy, apparently, for whatever reason, can say it was that you said we, and then you, right after her saying it, say that it was we, how did everybody else hear I want 1%. I want 1% for me. I want 1%. You just can't hear. Like, I sat there and I watched the clip and I was like, okay, she definitely said we. My thing is, the people that did We Are the World, the people that did What's Going On back in 2001, the people that do all of these charity things get a percentage. As much as you want to think that all proceeds go to charity, it ain't happening because these artists are using their gift to benefit whatever's going on. So, of course, I feel like they should deserve something. 1% of a song that ain't that hot anyway, and 1% of a benefit concert that everybody from Crenshaw and Sepulveda and maybe a couple people from San Bernardino County, maybe a couple of people from the Valley came to. You know what I'm saying? I just 1%, 1%. That is literally like, matter of fact, 1% for what is it, 6 people? Because Chrisette was gone. Um, that's I guess 6%, but whatever. Think of it this way: 1% of $100 is $1. $1 that you put in your pocket, and $99 goes to charity. I don't understand the problem for that. Now, if Shantae said, "Oh, I think we should get 50%," then I would have looked at her a little suspect. I'd have been like, girl, that's not okay. But 1%. So for Leroy James to get upset about that, I just thought it was silly. Stacy Frankenstein just wanted a reason just to go off on Shantae, and then Lil Joe just needed a reason just to tag team with somebody else because Lil Joe just got on my nerves for the better half of this season the fabricated stuff about her being proposed to. Hey, bruh, I'm pregnant, bruh. No one cared. I just didn't understand the point of everyone attacking Shantae for whatever reason that they tried to find in their imagination. Now, the funny part of this reunion for me was when Chrisette Michelle was explaining the situation about Whitney Houston slapping the dog mess out of Stacey. Now, my thing is, this happened in 2011. Who sells a story about it in 2014 slash 2015? Nobody. Don't nobody care about you, Stacey Frankenstein. So my thing is that when Chrisette was talking about it, notice how Limo had nothing to say. Leroy James had nothing to say because clearly none of them was coming for Chrisette. I like you, Chrisette. I like you. I really do. Something about you. I didn't like you last season that much, but this season you redeemed yourself, and I respect you for that. Because none of them girls was coming for you. Because you just kept it quiet. You kept it classy. You looked beautimous. Oh my God, you look beautimous. And nobody was coming for you. They were scared of you. So while the zoo crew on the right side of our screen was over there just cackling and caterwauling and all this stuff, the pretty people were explaining themselves and being attacked. And it was just ridiculous. It was just a lot of ridiculous. So, person by person, this is how I feel. Um, let's start with the zoo crew. So, Leroy James, okay, excuse me. I liked you last season. What happened to that flower power make love, not war stuff you had last season? Because you need to drink some more of that or smoke some more of it. Because this season you were rude, unconscionable, and unrefined. Like, I'm still stuck on the fact that you had your finger all up in Shantae Moore's face and she didn't smack the dog out of you. Like, I just don't understand why that didn't occur. But just because you're going off about it and being all hood with it doesn't make you right. And I just want you to fix that. I just don't understand why Shantae Moore wanted 1% of charity. I get the word charity means you're giving it away for free. I get that. But do some research on We Are the World. Do some research on what's going on. Do some research on any wide scale charitable organization, the Red Cross. They can say not for profit all they want, but how are they paying their people with grants and stuff? People are still getting paid for the work they're doing. So do some research. And then Lil Joe is like a child that didn't grow up all the way but wants to be grown and wants to be seen as grown because she's 40. Plus, I just don't understand. That's all I'm gonna say. Lil Jo is just the person that needs someone in her corner to fight her battles, and she's that one friend that, oh, you think you bad, hit her. Since you bad, go ahead and hit her. She's like the mediator and the defense attorney, like Michel'le said earlier in the season. So I just want her to get it together. Her music ain't been hot since Superwoman or forever, and maybe that's why she was crying at the end of the episode for real, because she's like, I'm not good enough and I almost killed myself. Just took away that moment from Shantae. But whatever. I just hope you get it together because you need Jesus in your life. Now, Stacey Frankenstein, I'm still trying to figure out what you have done relevant in your career to be considered a diva. I can't immediately think of a single, an EP, a commercial jingle. I know you sang on the Disney cruise ships, and that's something that counts, but I can't think of anything else that you've done of relevance. And for the life of me, how did you seem to forget that Shantae Moore was the onlyest person that gave you any kind of praise at the Jesse Jackson event? Go back and watch the tape, because I'm sure you saw the episodes, but you're so stuck in your mind of having a problem with Shantae Moore that you seem to forgot that when you came and sat back down after singing, she said, you did good. When you stood up with the rest of the divas, she said, you should have stood up. You are a diva. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. You should. Did you forget about that? So you want to pick one event on the whole entire season where she says, what do you guys think about Stacey Francis? And just use that as fuel to hate her? Bye. Bye, Stacey Frankenstein. Just go back to Brooklyn and keep rehearsing your ex-girlfriend songs. So, Michel'le, I love you. Just keep it together, baby. Don't let these mean-spirited zoo crew on the other side of the screen tear you down. You are a beautiful spirit, and I hope you keep it that way. Same goes for you, Chrisette. Stand your ground. I appreciate you for standing your ground at this reunion. You're like, I'm not going to talk. Okay, I'm not going to talk, so I'm not going to say anything. I love that you come with facts. And that you don't call people out for their stuff, because when you were talking about that Whitney Houston thing, and Leroy James is the one that told you about Stacey getting smacked, because I think I remember seeing that in an episode. But if I didn't see it in an episode, I'm pretty sure it was Leroy James, because her behind was sitting there not saying absolutely nothing, absolutely zero when you were talking about it. And I was like, I'm not going to call their names out because they're going to lie. Yes, Leroy James is going to lie. So, Chrisette, I just thank you for being you. You redeemed yourself from me this season, so I'm glad that you're there. And I hope you come back next season, because you keep the peace and you call people out for their bull every time, and I love it. Brave, you're ambivalent, you're wishy-washy, and I want to like you because I did like Rich Girl, and I do feel like you have something there that makes you great. I just want you to stand your ground. Now, I said this last night on Mr. World Premiere, but I'm going to say it again. There is a reason that you're on that side of the couch. Pay attention, baby. You love Jesus, you want to pray and all that stuff. Pay attention, baby. You're on that side for a reason. There's a reason you're sitting there with the pretty people. Go watch this season again. Reevaluate what's going on, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it just like that. And Shantae Moore, I'm listening to some of your music right now. I just like your voice. I love your spirit. And I just hope that you don't let these heifers with their bull swanky, get on you. I think, there's just a lot of foolishness going on, so don't let it get to you. Keep singing. Good luck with the surgery that you're going to have. And I hope you come back, whistling all over, all that stuff. I hope you come back and do that, because I like your voice and I love hearing your voice. I can listen to your music all day, like from Precious to A Love Supreme, which is my favorite CD, to This Moment Is Mine, to Exposed, to the stuff with Kid and Lattimore, the two CDs there, Uncovered and Covered is my favorite. And then you had Love the Woman and More Is More 2 years ago. Love 'em, love 'em, love 'em. Don't make me laugh, ha ha he, ha 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 ha. That song I love. Keep doing you, baby. You are a gentle spirit, and for all of those Shantae haters that were there last season for season 2 of R&B Divas LA, now we really understand why they really hated her. They didn't have a reason. Everybody last season was saying, well, Shantae did this and Shantae did that. What's y'all reason in this season? What did she do this season? No one seems to know. It all seems fabricated. So stand in your goodness, Shantae. Keep doing you. So, Wendy Williams, that's all I can say of you. How you doing? We're going to leave it at that. That's all I got to say about this.